Stay with our power woes. With rolling blackouts here to stay, many companies are spending millions, if not billions of rand, to make sure they stay connected. Critical services like hospitals and other health facilities simply can't do without electricity. So how much is everyone actually spending, given Eskom's continued unreliability? eNCA's Heidi Giokos takes a look.
September this year has been the country's worst on record in terms of rolling blackouts, and months later the country's still regularly left in the dark. Businesses and even healthcare facilities have no choice but to spend billions on diesel to keep generators going.
It would be a catastrophe if we had a blackout across a hospital complex. Can you imagine being in surgery and the lights go off and the electricity goes off? We just cannot have that happen. So we've got multiple backup systems that supply continuous energy into our hospital complexes. Yes, we've got renewables in place, as is solar, but the most reliable form of backup energy is through diesel generation. Our diesel bill in December, I'm told, was close to 8 million rand, and the diesel bill for the 12 months ended September was close to 40 million rand. So it is costing us a lot of money in diesel bills to literally keep the lights on in the hospitals.
Health Minister Dr. Joe Patla is in talks with Eskom for some facilities to remain exempt from rolling blackouts, but there has been no update since. Power cuts cause frustration for all, but it's also added to constant network and signal issues. Vodacom is also spending millions to try and keep its network running.
When we spent 2 billion in the last 2 years on batteries, as an example, we're spending about 250 million a half. Basically on energy costs across the footprint, not just South Africa. But as you can imagine, most of that is South Africa.
Energy expert Chris Yellen says with blackouts getting worse, Eskom will also run into trouble as it's unable to pay its own diesel bill.
If they have not replenished the diesel stocks today, and they're not going to, it means that the load shedding on Monday is going to be at least 2 stages worse than it would have been had the diesel open cycle gas turbines been available for service. So it's going to have a very negative impact next week if they haven't, and we know that they haven't replenished the diesel stocks yet. So, it's going to be very disruptive, and of course, it's not only Eskom's diesel usage, which of course is very, very high, but throughout the entire economy, buildings and offices and factories and even homes.
Despite promises made by President Cyril Ramaphosa that the energy crisis is being attended to, South Africans sit in darkness most days with no light at the end of this tunnel in sight. Heidi Giokos in Johannesburg.